today I wanted to talk about how to ride safely, because it is a big issue. Motorcyclists and two-wheelers compared to cars. Well, the first thing, obviously, it goes without saying, is that you should go and get yourself some appropriate gear. Despite all your best precautions, that's what's going to help the most when you actually crash. But to stop that crash happening in the first place, if you follow these tips, then you're pretty much guaranteed to be safe. So you want to, first of all, you want to look out for other people's mistakes. Like, most of the crashes happen because the car driver fails to see you. And I'll show you what I mean in a minute. It's basically when they should be giving way to you, but they don't, because they didn't see you, and they end up taking you out. Sure, it's their fault, but at the end of the day, who's actually going to crash? Who's going to be physically hurt? Yep, it's going to be more likely that you're hurt than them, because they're in this metal box with ANCAP ratings and airbags and crumple zones, and you're here on your two wheels. So you have to look out and see if they're actually going to give way to you like they're supposed to, or they're not. And you have to be prepared for the worst case scenario, which probably means that they're going to pull out right in front of you where you don't expect it. So see that car? That minivan? I have to be ready and expect that it was going to pull out and turn right, because there was no cars near me. So I expected it to pull out. See that black car? I got to be ready to stop and perform evasive maneuvers in case they actually pull out. See that car? I got to be ready. I got to be scanning the road. So what you want to do is, if you really think they're going to pull out, like this car, say I think you're going to pull out, so I shift down a gear and I cover my brakes. So that reduces the reaction time that I need to brake or speed up. And I shift down to make sure that I have enough power to actually perform evasive maneuvers. Another thing is that you always want to make sure you're not in a car's blind spot, and if you are, then you want to keep checking every couple of seconds to make sure they're not indicating to go in your lane. So right now, that Yaris can see me in her mirror, so it's not a problem. But now she can't see me. So if the Yaris was still next to me, then I would slow down or speed up based on my speed to avoid being in her blind spot. Alright, so this car, is it going to pull out? No. Alright, we're all good. Also, you want to make sure that you have a good enough gap between you and the next car, because your bike, you can't just, if you slam on the brakes, it's most likely that you're going to fall down because your wheel's going to lock up. You want to leave a 3-second gap between you and the next car, so in case something does happen or they have the car in front of you stop suddenly, you have time to switch lanes or just brake properly and not fall down. So say this car, right now I'm in its blind spot. It can't see me unless the driver performs a head check, which unfortunately not a lot of drivers do. So I would if we were traveling at a constant speed, I would slow down, or I would try and go next to him like this, so he can see me through his peripheral vision. It really comes down to you being responsible for your own safety and not relying on others to do what they're supposed to do. So again, say I'm in this position and we're going down a road at 60 k's. This car can't see me, and if it wants to change lanes, it will probably look at its rear view and its side mirrors and see that there's no cars or anything, so it will start changing its lane. So what I want to do is go a little bit back, or I could go a little bit further up where now the car can see me perfectly. So right now, I probably have a good enough gap in the car in front of me. Oh, what's that car doing? They must be on their phones. Look at it. It's swerving all over the lane. So you got to look out for hazards like this and make sure that you're the one that's safe.